So let's have a chat about client attraction 101, and to look at what's the simple little opportunity you can do right now to get that client attraction, to at least interest someone or get them to start sort of moving towards you. And I think there's a number of things that can get in the road, and some small shifts that you can make, and then one sort of opportunity that you can jump into. So let's have a little bit of a look, because I love to draw. So let's try and do some drawing. There we go. That's great. So I think part of this journey is to really be able to step into possibility. That possibility that you can attract clients, that you can be seen, and that it is safe and okay and easy to do, and that it's really simple. And when you do, I think you then enter into your potential, your full potential, that thing you came here to do, to support the planet, to support yourself, and really step into that. And then I think from that we can start the manifestation process, where you can start to manifest and call in potential clients, and then actually have them realize. But there's often things that are sort of getting in the road and stopping us. One of those things that certainly I think gets in the road is either being feeling shy or scared. And I think sometimes we feel scared because we're just not sure, right? We're a bit unsure about how we do this. So shy and scared translates to, I'm just unsure, about how to, but what am I going to say? And I'm just unclear about what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you a cool little script to say to make it really, really easy for you. But I think sometimes we do get shy, right? And we're shy because of things that have happened in our past, maybe wounding, maybe, I don't know, stuff that's gone on where people have told us we're silly or stupid, or I don't know, just stuff. Hey, Sally. Hey, Sandra. Good to see you. Oh, nice to see you, Sandra. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So for whatever reason you're feeling shy or scared, and either way is, okay, it happens. Sometimes I get scared because I sit here and I go, what am I going to share? And I always laugh later because I got so much to share. Like you've got tons and tons of things to share. Wisdom and knowledge and information and all sorts of stuff. And if you think about it, there's a lot of things that you could share, even stuff that you've learnt in whatever methodology, modality that you've done. There is stuff that you can share. Now, someone's put their hand up. I didn't know you could put your hand up, Sandra. Maybe type into the question bar. Or maybe you put your hand up by mistake. I don't know. But anyway, we're running this live because why not? So we can be a bit shy, a bit scared, and that's not helpful. And so being clear and having some surety around what you're going to say, and who you're talking to, what you're going to say, and you don't have to lead them anywhere. You just have to share some of your wisdom. And I think for us to sort of step over this, what we've got to do is sort of dig a little bit deep and find some courage, and have some faith. Have some faith that most people are nice, right? Most people are kind and nice and understanding, and most people want to see that you're real, right? So having faith that people want to see that you're real, which means you're going to make mistakes and you're going to muck up, and you're not going to say all the things in the right way, the way you want to say it. I know I come off these videos, and so often I think, I forgot to mention that. I should have said that. I could have been clearer here. I could have mapped it out better there. So I'll often analyze what I've just done and think that, oh my God, it wasn't good enough. But the great part about it, and what I pat myself on the back for, is I had the courage to just put it out there and just to sort of start sharing, and that was good. Thank you, Sandra. You can hear me very well. That's great. Perfect. So then I'll just pat myself on the back. Okay, it wasn't perfect. And I think doing lives like this is really great training. It's definitely the scariest thing, but it is good training because, it's about putting your thoughts together on the fly. So this can be really helpful. And yeah, so, and seeing as we're running live, hang on one sec, I've just got to shut my door. Again, this is the joy of running live, especially when people come home and the dogs will start barking, but that's okay. So I think when you, when you sort of you get, dig deep, find courage, and get the faith, what happens is that hopes and dreams can start to materialize. And whatever those hopes and dreams are for you, maybe type in the chat bar, what are your hopes and dreams for your practice or for doing the stuff that you do? What are you hoping for? What are you dreaming for? Is it bigger reach? Is it making a bigger impact, having more influence, helping more people? What is it for you? Love to know. Please type into the chat bar. But I think when you dig deep and you have the courage and start to find that courage and faith, then your hopes and dreams can start to materialize. I think then when we start to jump into having confidence, and this happens when you start doing this, putting yourself out into the world. Confidence and determination. And I think to really move from courage and faith, we have to start to find confidence and determination. And sometimes it's determination first. Just to go, I'm just going to do this. I'm definitely going to do a live. I'm definitely going to put my, just say some words out in social media land or in a group of people or whatever it might be. Because I think, when you do that, what ends up starting to happen is that you get a deeper connection, or you start to connect with people, and you start to take positive action. And this definitely helps things to start to manifest. And start to come together and start to be created. And I think ultimately what we want to get to is to be recognized for the beautiful wisdom we have, and to be rewarded. And, that's rewarded in money, in time, in thanks or for helping, and, rewarded in, not call it thanks, because we don't do it for thanks, but results. In that your clients get results and they do come back and say, thank you so much for doing what you're doing and for, being here and showing up and helping and support me. And I really think because, when we really, do that, what ends up happening is that, we materialize abundance. And that's abundance for self, but also abundance for clients. And it's abundance in, maybe dollars. It's abundance in wisdom. It's abundance in time. It's abundance in, effect that we have on the planet. Effect and impact and all those other cool, great things that we do or that we get out of, obviously doing that. So I think this is going to help us to greatly, really, let's do this, step into our potential and the reason why we came. It's going to help us to materialize, manifest, and really realize the possibility that you can, really create a huge effect on the planet. I mean, you came here for a reason, right? You came here to help and support this planet shift and change. And we do that sometimes one-on-one or in small groups or in whatever way that you choose to do it. So right now, if you're sitting in shy or scared, or you're sitting in courage and faith, or maybe you've moved into sort of confidence and determination, there's one thing you can do right now. And that is to go online. Here's where the courage comes in. And maybe a bit of faith, right? Marcus said, do this. So I'm just trusting him and I'm going for it. to go online and share a personal or client experience using your methodology. And what I mean by that is that we don't go and share our methodology, right? Because at the end of the day, most people don't care about our methodology or modality, and to a lesser degree in frequency, but in everything else, people don't really care. They've got problems. They want a solution to their problems. They want help. They want support. And so one of the great things you can do, which I think is pretty simple and easy, right, is to go out and share either your experience about the modality, right? So if it's frequency, where have you seen a shift or a change using a frequency on yourself? Or you share an experience of a client. Now, you don't say the client's name, of course, but you share what happened. And I think what you do with this is you create a journey for people to go on, right? So when we're sharing, this sort of thing, what we're trying to do is show people that there was a journey you went on or your client went on, right? They were like this, and then they received this, right? So they were, struggling here, or you were struggling here with something, right? And then you had success, right? So what is that success? And what was that struggle? And take them on a journey from here to there. Take them on a little bit of a journey. And the journey needs to follow the psychology of story, in that there was a beginning, right? Once upon a time. There was a middle. I went on this really amazing journey, found this, this incredible methodology around frequency. And, so you might start with the beginning, right? So once upon a time, I suffered from headaches, let's call it. And I tried everything. I tried, pharmaceuticals. I went to doctors. I went to whatever. And it wasn't until I found frequency that things really started to shift. So what I did was, and we're in the middle here, is I started to apply one frequency and I got 50% better. And then I retuned that frequency. And in the training I did, I was shown how to retune that frequency, and then my headaches just disappeared. And then every time a headache was just about to come, I'd use this frequency and the headache would never appear again. And I could cut that headache off before it actually started. And it really just changed my world, because sometimes those headaches, were quite debilitating and meant that I, couldn't do the things I wanted to do, work and children and socializing and all that sort of stuff. But the frequency, really helped me to have a process that would help me clear the headache, but now also a bit of a gift in that it diverts the headache before it actually arrives. And I really love that. So that takes us to the happily ever after, right? Happily ever after. And so this is something really simple that you can share online. A little journey around your own personal experience or a client experience. Hey, I had this client that came in the other day that had been suffering from headaches for 20 years. She's a 45-year-old woman, build the picture. What I did was, we went on this journey to find the fundamental frequency, and then we applied harmonics, octaves, and chords. And then after about 3 weeks, she came back and told me that not only did the headaches reduce, but they'd almost totally disappeared. And that when she felt a headache coming on, she utilized the frequency and it diverted it. It just stopped it in its tracks. And now she can play with the kids. She doesn't have any interruption in her workday and That could be fun, right? And just simple. Just imagine it like a bit of a story. Where were you? What happened? Where are you now? That's as simple as that. A really simple personal or client experience that you can share on social. And it doesn't have to take long, just a minute or two. And that's going to really inspire someone to want to find out more about you and step towards you Again, you don't have to sell anything. You don't have to say, hey, click the button below and come and buy me, or hey, come to my website, or hey, just share a story. It's one of the most powerful things you can do. When you share the story, right, you might feel shy or scared to share the story. Totally get it. So just dig deep a little bit, find some courage, find some faith. Once you've done it, you're going to feel more confident because you took the action. Often confidence comes not because of what we think or feel, but because of the actions we take. So taking a really small, simple action can help you to feel more confident. It's definitely going to help you get a deeper connection to your potential or your audience. It's just going to help at every level. So there's a simple thing you can do. Just go out, share a personal story or a client story on social, and you can write about it or you can video, whatever way feels right for you. And if you are really shy and scared, well, maybe typing something in can be helpful. You can always get ChatGPT to help you craft it. You want to write it, but you may get ChatGPT to say, hey, can you turn this into a story? So type into ChatGPT, I had a client came in with a headache, I applied some frequencies, and now they don't have headaches anymore. ChatGPT, can you please make that into a story? Obviously be careful when you do that because ChatGPT can make things not so great. But it can be a way to help you to make this, to give you sort of an indication or help around the story, and then you rewrite it or, play with it to make it sound in your language, in your words, and your energy is really, really important. So don't just type something into ChatGPT, it comes up with a story and then copy and paste. Don't do that. Just use it as a way of, oh, wow, that was great. Some of the words ChatGPT used, I'm going to keep some of that, but I'm going to, recraft it so that it's got my essence and energy. And so this is an opportunity, right? Go out, try that. Have some fun with that. Could be really, really good. Now,